You'd think after 7 years of doing this, I'd be an old pro, and yet I still feel like a beginner, an underdog. My channel has changed so much over the years, evolved into this body of work that I'm really proud of, going from spontaneous videos made on my kitchen table or acoustic performances in my bedroom to a full-length documentary, weekly video essays, and full-band studio recordings. But I also know that it's important to check in with you, so hello and welcome to a personal video. I hope you're having a lovely week. So why am I in such a reflective mood? Well, it might be because I'm about to celebrate a birthday soon. It's getting to that time of year, but it's also because this past week I received the masters back from my debut studio album. This record has technically taken me 17 years to make. How has it taken me this long? Music has been a lifelong journey for me. I started learning my instruments at 6 years old, and it's been just so ingrained in my personality that I've never been able to imagine life without it. And let's be honest, because of all that time and attention spent on it, right up to degree level, it meant that I just couldn't consider doing anything else. I had to fully commit, even though I had no concrete way of earning a living from music. Making a sustainable living from a YouTube channel just wasn't possible back when I graduated. And what a successful music career looks like has changed so much over the years. And you might not believe this, but it's true when I say I've really built this new type of music career for other people in my situation. I want others to learn what I've learned and do what I do, maybe. No exploitive labels, no scary contracts, just me and my true fans and you and your true fans. But without a record deal, spending money on equipment and time in the studio can seem unfathomable. I lived so frugally for so long, contrary to what some corners of the internet think. I haven't got wealthy parents bankrolling my music career. They have been eternally supportive by just letting me give it a go and not holding me back or pressuring me to try other stable career paths. And God, am I lucky for that. So it's only now, after 4 years of going full-time as a musician on YouTube, that I could finally take the plunge and invest in making the album of my dreams. And I'm still working things out, trying to create a blueprint for what it is to be a successful musician in the 21st century. And I can't say you should follow my path exactly. I've made a lot of mistakes. I'm still ironing out a lot of processes and figuring out how to sustain this amazing journey. But let me tell you, if you're a musician and you're feeling overwhelmed by the industry and limited by your financial situation, be smart. Start thinking like a business before you've even earned a single penny from your music. You can get your work out there and you can absolutely do it on a budget. How amazing that we live in an age where you can make an album on a laptop or on an iPad and distribute it yourself. And most of all, be patient. Nothing happens quickly for anyone, no matter what you see on social media. I spent years learning my craft with no one watching, and to be honest, I'm grateful for that. And by building this YouTube channel and making over 500 videos, it's really raised my profile as a singer-songwriter. And that has meant that I can work with world-class talent because despite being a solo artist, I love working with others. And I have been on a journey to let some things go and work with a team of people that bring their own skills to the table and can do certain things better than I ever could, but simply funded by me and chosen by me. So Super Sexy Heartbreak is a truly professional piece of work that I think will hold up to anything being released by a major label. And I've done it completely independently. And that's all thanks to you for watching my videos, my amazing Patreon supporters, and those of you who have already pre-ordered the album. I know that October still feels like a long time away, but when you're independent and self-releasing, you need a bit of time to get your ducks in a row. And if I rush, I'll make mistakes. And I want this album to have the best chance of being heard as I can possibly give it. And I really promise it's worth the wait. So let's start from the foundation up. I am thrilled to introduce you to the other musicians. Aaron Sterling has played drums on the whole record. I first saw him play in 2013 at Wembley Arena with John Mayer, but he's so much more than an incredibly talented drummer. He engineers and produces too, and has credits with Sarah Bareilles, Regina Spektor, Maggie Rogers, Madison Cunningham, Taylor Swift and Shakira, plus many more. He's also incredibly entertaining on Instagram, so do consider following him. Then I had to have Sean Hurley play bass. Yes, I have borrowed John Mayer's rhythm section. I got to hang out and film with Sean recently, and blimey, is he so humble and talented, despite having so many incredible credits to his name. To name just a few, he's worked with Larry Basilio, Lana Del Rey, and Gwen Stefani, and so many other artists you know and love, plus a host of TV and film scores. And, well, for one song, I knew I wanted a really rich slide guitar solo, so I asked my friend Ariel Posen to contribute to Drop Drop Slow Tears Drop, and my oh my did he deliver. And of course I played guitars, piano and sung on the record, because it would be strange if I didn't, wouldn't it? All the songs were solely written by me, no co-writers, and the whole album has been expertly shaped by Pau Romero, my producer. Pau and I met in 2021 and bonded over both being Martin guitar lovers, but the thing that really solidified the friendship was the fact that we both had Fender Custom Shop Rory Gallagher signature Stratocasters. So, with the amount of hours we've both spent on this album, I'm glad to say that we were already thinking about the next one. And I think that shows that I'm not too much of a diva to work with, as he still wants to put up with me for another, 1,000 hours of music making. And Pau really pushed me on this record, and I'm eternally grateful to him. He challenged me to really work on my songwriting and my musicianship, and has given me a lot of confidence with this project. Pau not only engineered and played, he produced the entire record, but he also mixed it too. So absolute show off. As for the artwork, one of the bands that has had a huge impact on me personally and musically are the brothers Landreth. I've always loved the world they create around their records, so I knew I had to ask Roberta Landreth to illustrate artwork for every individual track as well as the album cover. The super sexy Heartbreak universe is truly coming alive because of her. The physical CD and all the merch to celebrate the album will be just gorgeous, and I'll be rocking everything we make together for sure. Artwork is really difficult to get right, but I know we're going to nail it, and yeah, it's going to be super sexy. Then, last but not least, I mentioned that I'd just received the Masters, and I knew that I wanted to give it that multiple Grammy award-winning polish, so I'm delighted to say that Chris Geringer, one of the best mastering engineers in the world right now, has taken the whole record and made it complete. His credits include Rosalia, Caroline Polachek, Florence and the Machine, Muse, Dua Lipa, Janelle Monáe, St. Vincent, The 1975 and Leon Bridges. Literally some of my favourite artists and my favourite records of theirs. As for the release, we all know that music can feel very disposable these days, with millions of tracks added to Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube, each moment and forgotten the next. I wanted to try and recapture that old feeling of excitement about buying a physical record, so I'm trialling doing something a little different. The very best way to support me and the album is to head over to my website and buy a hand-signed physical copy. Don't worry, it also comes with a high-quality digital download so you can listen on your device. I've invested a lot in this album, and I'm taking all the risk too. It might be a little more than you've spent on music in a while, but ask yourself, do we really place the correct value on music these days? I think this album is genuinely something special, and every one of you who has watched to this part of the video are also an integral part of that, so thank you. I never imagined the journey that I'd go on when I started making YouTube videos in my bedroom all those years ago. I can't say it's been easy. I've turned down jobs and financial security, sacrificed romantic relationships, time with my friends and family. I've spent a lot of time worrying and fretting over how to make my career a success and how to do it right. I opened up my life to the internet and spent years wondering if that was the right thing to do, if people would connect with my story or just laugh at me. I've faced my fair share of criticism and still do, but I know that I'm definitely certain of one thing. I'm really proud of this record, and thanks to you, I'm living a new kind of dream, not as I originally imagined, but no less special. I've still got plenty of hard work to do and don't get to rest on my laurels now, but here's to the next chapter. So yes, it would be incredible if you haven't already, if you would consider pre-ordering the album. There is a link in the description. Genuinely, each copy makes a serious difference. And I would also love to know if you have any questions about making the record and about how I'm going to be releasing it and promoting it. Ask those questions in the comments below and I will do a follow-up video. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I'll be seeing you here again very, very soon.